Okay. So this is speech, my final speech. My speech today will be given over why American Sign Language should be taught in public schools. American Sign Language is a universal communication tool used for almost 100 years, but so few use it today. Anywhere from 1 million to 2 million American Sign Language users, or there are 1.5 million to 2 million American Sign Language users in the U.S. today. The true number is not known due to the fact that sign language is not classified as a speaking language, according to Garnet University. ASL should be taught in public schools because it helps enhance ASL users' social aspect. Public servants would be more capable of serving those who are deaf, and we would have those that are hearing would have a better understanding of the deaf culture. Deaf students do not enter a deaf school until they're in middle school or high school. But since the American Disabilities Act of public laws of education of all handicapped children issued in 1975, public schools are required to provide education for deaf and other handicapped children. So according to Jesse Griffin, deaf students aren't falling behind academically, but are socially due to this act. Jessie Griffin, in her paper, "Being a Deaf Person is Still Being a Person," at least 28 states in the U.S. Take ASL in high school as to meet their foreign language requirements. Deaf culture is defined as a custom, art, social aspect of a particular nation, people, or together social group. This is according to Oxford Dictionary. ASL is a common language because lots of people use it to speak to each other. Misused signs are very common in people that don't fully understand ASL. Thank you is a commonly messed up sign when it's signed with palm towards your face, fingers out from the chin. Some people will come from under the chin, which means a totally different thing. Signing names, the deaf or ASL people will commonly give friends and family ASL names, such as my friend Matt is deaf, and we use his signing name is an M, and he works out, so we make an M like he has a big muzzle. And that's how people usually refer to each other. It's considered rude to give yourself a signing name if you are a hearing person. College SL users have hearing scores of third grade or fourth graders. That's because signing is so much different than actual speaking language. For the non-hearing culture to be successful in college or any school, they need a strong work ethic, good translators, close friends that are willing to help, and teachers that are willing to push them and help them succeed in school. Different signs can also mean the same thing or different things. There's also a big generation gap with this. For example, the old generation would be taught that P is signed like an upside down K, which the new generation is taught that it's sounded like an upside H. That's just like my parents would know sick as a person being ill or something's gross, and my generation would know it as being cool or awesome. So, just different generation gaps. I just wanted to write this because I have know several people that are deaf and use American Sign Language daily, and it's really hard for me to communicate with them because I was never taught it, and since I'm older, it's harder for me to learn it. Like I said, I just wanted, would like ASL to be taught in public schools for the social aspect, for public servants to be more capable of serving, and the understanding of deaf culture. Thank you.